looking for a responsible, mature podcast, this ain't it. If you're looking for a lot of drinking, random nonsense, stunts, and shenanigans, you've hit the jackpot.
14 seconds.
It's the 2.5 Amigo with your hosts, Albert, Scott, and Mark.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a Scott.
Yeah.
Do you want to hand me the front one real quick? All right, we're here. Live at the Cash Now Home studio. Cash Now Homes. Buy, sell homes fast. Sell in less than 7 days. Call 602-975-3920. Or go to, is it cnhphoenix.com now?
Yeah.
All right. Making your home goals possible. Expanse Real Estate Team, looking for your next dream house to buy or sell. Contact the Expanse Real Estate Team at gmail.com. The Expanse Real Estate Team is also starting to expand, and we need additional real estate, new and or veteran real estate agents. Inquire within Expanse Real Estate Team at gmail.com. Looking for studio time to record a podcast, stand-up act, joke writing, or social media filming. Okay. Contact Absurd Broadcasting at gmail.com for special prices or to schedule today. Searching for custom shirts, decals, or other items of your personal or business needs. Check out Redhead Printing on Facebook, redheadprinting at gmail.com. Use Amigos, save 10% off your next order. So it sounds good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's working.
Nice.
All right. Almost too good.
Oh,
Sure you don't want to put a little stag in there?
yeah, right. So Derek McFarland, part 2.
Yeah. Back. Deuces,
So-
bro.
I know I've already apologized a million times already, but again, I do apologize for the audio and all of whatever was
it's all
going
good.
on.
All good.
Essentially, we do we're going to do the same agenda all over again.
Okay.
This time, I found out where on Scott's little drama or whatever it is on the Yeah About That podcast. So once we get to that point,
Okay.
we'll go from there.
That's the only reason he wanted to redo this. Finally found it, guys.
Exactly.
Found it. Exactly. So let's just jump into all of the shenanigans, right?
Cool.
Oh, can I plug? Plug the show?
Please
Everything.
do.
Yes.
Yes. So, yes, y'all. So tomorrow night, it's the Christmas show, Castaway Christmas show at Alwyn House. It's going to be the last Castaway show of the year. Probably the last Castaway show for a while. I haven't found a venue yet, so
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about this. Grab some tickets at allwynhouse.org. Gene Moore's headlining. Ollie Moose is featuring. Glenna McGee's going to be a guest. And then we also have Mishka Shubely. He's going to do some songs. And I'm going to do some Christmas poetry.
Oh, nice. Really?
Christmas comedy poetry.
You got any like a little taste of what that might look like? Or
So the poem, it's a poem called Santana Claus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
And it's a cholo version of Visit from St. Nick, or as most people would know it, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's all about that, yeah, and then
Nice.
I won't give it away, but
Yeah, don't.
it's
Don't
pretty
give it away.
cool.
I
It's
know
pretty
Mark
cool.
wants to hear it, but
Yeah.
I do want to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Santana. We actually reached out to his crew when he was going to be here. Like 3 months ago?
Yeah.
And they were like, Santana doesn't do interviews.
Yeah, his handlers. I think I remember talking about that. Santana doesn't do a lot of things.
I'm pretty sure he just makes noise on the guitar.
Yeah, he's not allowed to drive.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like my grandma.
Okay, were you going to bring up that little...
I'm going to do that later. I'm
Okay.
trying to find our agenda, though.
Cool.
One thing that's recently new, I guess we used to have an open trade agreement with Wakanda.
Really?
Yeah, so the Senate just recently voted to not include Wakanda in our free trade agreement. Does that make sense? Like, I don't
Well, I'm
No,
surprised.
you get it or you don't get it?
no,
So there was another one that was sent to me that they said Here, let me get it real quick for you. It is, and this guy said. Bear
Go
with me one
on.
second.
This is like
Kill
what
the time.
I do when I invite a girl
I
over.
threw this on the wing. He didn't even know I was going to.
Telling you this video's funny. You just gotta hang in there with me.
I'm telling you, it's hilarious. 15 minutes later, still looking for it.
It said you can't make. He said you can't make this up. Our government is run by complete idiots. U.S. government accidentally includes fictional Black Panther nation Wakanda on list of free trade agreement partners.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm surprised. Isn't that place hidden, like with super awesome technology?
Yeah,
How
super
we
stealth technology.
How would they? Yeah.
We can't be doing trade agreements with places that don't exist.
Yeah. So that's what it was. They accidentally did it. I know. Crazy,
Oh my God! I heard some one of the most ridiculous things on the way over here. Like I listened to NPR, and there's the ERA, the Equal Rights Amendment. They're trying to ratify it or get it included in the Constitution, which basically they're not allowed to discriminate against people based off of sex. And all of the southern states are like fighting it. They don't want to have equal rights for women, and they're like, yeah. It's a little too late for you to try to pass that law. So we
Really?
Yeah, and they're like serious about it. And this guy goes, this whole thing is just about people trying to do just crazy stuff like allowing boys to participate in girls' sports or shared bathrooms. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Are you serious?
I don't get how some of these people once they start to like speak it out of their mouth, like they don't like get that sense of like, wait, what am I saying?
Yeah.
You don't realize when you say something stupid and you hear it, and you're like, oh wait a minute, that's pretty
Usually
dumb.
I end up making a face, and I'm like, oops, I really shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
But
some people just
they
blabber
don't,
it
dude.
and-
Yeah,
No,
they just come out.
And not only that, they stick to their guns.
Yes, that's what
Right?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
They
Nope, I said it,
they
we're done.
blabber it, yes, exactly, and that's it. We're done. That's what I believe, honestly.
Yeah.
Really? Did you just hear what you fucking said? Like,
Next
it's
thing
not-
you know, people are going to be able to have abortions, and what are we, crazy? Has the whole world gone mad?
Next, it's going to be we eat people, and that's just the norm now.
Yeah, it's just like a total power move by some dicks.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So one thing we wanted to mention, I know I threw that out of left field. One thing we wanted to mention is we did guest spot on a podcast called Hyperbole recently. That episode will end up dropping shortly after Christmas, so keep an eye out for that. We had a blast.
Yes, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So 6 people on 6 different microphones.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am surprised we didn't talk over each other
It's a
every.
podcast gangbang.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
A podcast orgy.
I can't believe that we didn't talk over each other. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that happens
But then again-
constantly on this show.
Have you ever seen the little the Too Many Cooks sketch on Adult Swim?
Oh no!
No, I haven't seen that
It's
one.
like a parody. It's like an Adult Swim late night fucking
yep.
psychedelic commercial clearly for people who are on acid and mushrooms. Right?
Watching Adult Swim.
Yeah, and so it's like this parody of every sitcom that's ever been, and it's just like they just keep adding characters to the sitcom until there's like 50 fucking people, and the intro just goes for like 12 minutes. It's like a 12-minute intro to a sitcom, and then it just gets weird. And then like a murderer starts murdering characters on the sitcom while they're introducing them. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
This sounds like it needs to be a TV show.
Yeah.
And
Legit,
it's only
man.
just a small Adult Swim skit.
Look it up. Too Many Cooks. Make sure you do drugs when you watch it. It's going to be important.
Speaking of drugs, so I really did mean we were going to do our agenda over.
Segue away, man.
The MLB baseball is no longer testing players for weed.
Yeah, and that was the one thing that you were saying, that they're no longer testing, but that doesn't mean that it's
still
allowed,
okay.
or that it's allowed, right? So
I mean, if you're on the club and you get caught with a joint in your hand, in Washington, for say, I'm pretty sure they're going to get in trouble still.
Yeah, okay.
Like the team's going to frown upon it and do a suspension or something. Like I think just because they're not testing for it doesn't mean that they're
allowing it.
Yeah, especially in those red states or the Bible Belt states where they have a team, the Cardinals.
It's basically, you know what it reminds me of? Like when you get to a certain age and your parents just kind of accept the fact that you're gonna smoke weed.
Yeah, they still don't agree with it.
They're like, all right, you can smoke it, but just not in the house.
Yeah.
Right? Just don't bring any in here.
I feel like every teenager's had a conversation like that with their parents, though.
My dad
Right?
was super cool about it, actually.
Yeah.
My stepmom was the crazy one that was like, someone's smoking weed in the house, and losing her mind. But my dad, because he's a musician, I think.
Yeah.
So he's like he's experienced it all. He's just kind of outgrown it. But I remember a couple of times he'd come in the room and he'd be like, smells like a skunk in here. And then we'd all laugh because we're high.
Yeah. So they're opening up a Chiba Hut in downtown Chandler.
Yeah.
So it's like the first one. It's
Oh, really?
they're making a big deal about it. And me and my wife were talking about it the other day with my oldest in the room. And she's like, I get it. You guys are talking about drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, there's one or downtown Phoenix, huh?
Yeah, there is.
That's cool, though. Their sandwiches are really
Yeah,
good.
they
Have you
are.
ever eaten them?
Yeah,
Oh, my
I've been there
God.
like 2 or 3 times already.
Make sure that they pay you for the sponsorship.
Yeah, right?
And sandwiches.
Just drop.
With
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Hey, let me play this clip for you real quick. Give me a free sandwich.
We plugged you guys.
Yes.
So think about it.
You're
Sponsorship.
welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Fuck, man. If I ever had something cool and I wanted sponsors, I would just pick the coolest, most delicious food places. Chompies.
And just
Chiba
sponsor
Hut.
like hell, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It'll work.
Streets of New York.
Right?
Yes.
I haven't been there in
your eyes just
forever,
lit up.
dude.
You're like,
Yeah,
this is a
I
good
haven't
Which
been there
one?
in forever. Streets of New York.
I don't
They
think
used to have one on Southern and McClintock, but it's closed now. But
I don't think I've ever been there.
That
What
was
is it?
cool.
Pizza or what?
yeah, it's pizza. Well, it's a little bit of Italian. Yeah,
Okay, Italian.
Ooh, what's your favorite pizza place out here?
Barrows.
Barrows.
Okay.
Is good. Have you guys ever been to? I forgot the name. It's on Alma School and Ray, past Ray.
Little Caesars?
That's
To die
Barrows.
for.
No wait, almost Barrows is
It's
Alma
on
School and Warner. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is called.
Is it Fernandino's?
Yeah, Fernandino's.
Oh, Fernandino's is good too.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really
Pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
What style is it? Is it like New York style or Chicago or
Chicago. I think.
Well,
it's
they do Chicago, but they're
Yeah.
known for not known for, but I've only ever had their thin there. I haven't had any of their Chicago style.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to say
I
like
get the calzones. They're good.
ooh,
Yeah, they're
calzone,
really
folded up
freaking
pizza.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's all it is.
Dude, my top two. If I'm gonna have like a Chicago style pizza, I'd say Spanatos. Have you ever had Spanatos?
I've never
Yeah,
had
it's
Spanatos.
good.
They're pretty good. They're on 7th Street in Missouri, I think. And then for my go-to number one favorite pizza place, and it's not even a chain, it's a specific location of a chain. It's the Red Devil Pizza on McDowell on like 32nd Street. Because I've had their pizza at different locations, and it's not the same. It's just, for some reason, whatever.
Dude, that's the same thing with Rosati's. There's a Rosati's right across the street from where I live.
Yeah.
But I can only eat the Rosati's in Scottsdale.
Let me ask you this. Is the Rosati's in Scottsdale next to a canal?
No, it's not.
Okay, because the Red Devil that I like is next to a canal.
Okay.
And the only thing I can figure is that they're using dirty canal water. But it tastes great. It makes the dough.
People have died in those canals, so you may be drinking / eating people.
This has like a shopping cart tire flavor to it.
So Paco said, he said Chiba Hut got Kool-Aid on tap.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, dude. You never been there?
And then
I didn't realize they had Kool-Aid on tap though. No, I've been to the one that's downtown, but I haven't. Yeah. I haven't.
And then he said, I'm glad to see you guys got rid of the dead weight.
You mean Sean?
Oh, man.
Sean?
Yeah, we'll bring that up in a little
Be
bit.
careful, dude. Scott's probably sitting at home listening to this right now.
Right?
He's got a box cutter. He'll do it. He's like crying into a pillow. I don't know.
So the next thing is parents upset over teacher asking kids to make prices for buying slaves.
Yeah. I remember this very clearly.
So did I as I was reading it.
Yeah. I remember I couldn't figure out a way to make it funny. It's just so
It's
bad.
hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's like What did you pass up to it be? She just went directly to slaves.
Yeah,
there's no other way around it.
Choice number 1. What was her second choice? That's the real question.
Right.
If the slave thing wasn't cool, what was your backup plan?
Mexicans.
Yeah. Mexicans.
You had to be. I mean, this lady is insane for even doing this.
Yeah. I'd be honest with you though. I'd really love to sit in her class and just see how she teaches.
Well, you'd want to be like a fly on the wall and just see what's going on.
Happened,
the homework that she sends home. It's like,
oh my god!
I'll just be getting high and laughing at all of her assignments.
All right, kids, we need to make a slip knot when you get home.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So when you come back to school tomorrow, let's see what you need.
If there's 3 rapists in an alley, 2 of them are black.
How many of them are slaves?
I don't even know where that question would go, but I have a feeling that that's an assignment she would send home.
If Jimmy had 3 prostitutes and I took 3 away, how many does Jimmy have? 4 prostitutes. Because Jimmy turned the teacher into a prostitute.
Yes.
He's pimping.
Let's say you're addicted to heroin and you're all out of money, right? You've already pawned all your belongings and you've sold your car. How are you going to get money for more heroin? You've got 3 options. And when I say options, they're really just 3 different dicks that you can suck. You got to choose which one. Choose wisely.
I'm going to take the homeless person. I don't want the other 2. Show me door 3, Bob.
I don't know. I'd choose the drug dealer. It's probably pretty clean.
Oh, he might be, yeah. Or he's powdered up a little bit with his product.
Yeah, he'll give you the good heroin. His private selection.
Yeah, that's a tough topic to talk about.
I'm
not sure why Scott decided to throw that in our agenda.
And here's what it says. What do you think the plan of action should be? This was supposedly a Westward expansion lesson.
She should be fired.
I agree.
There's no way.
Yeah,
there's no
agree.
way. And she should be banned from teaching, period.
Yeah.
She should get some mental help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a different way to... Yes, I understand this is the history of America. There's a different way to go about it, you know?
You can't
And
incorporate that
I'm pretty
into your...
sure it wasn't part of the school saying, okay, this is one of the assignments you got to give the kids. It was
Exactly.
It was her own that she brought in. And she obviously had to, obviously had to go and look it up. You know, what am I going to give these kids for homework? Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, it incorporates math and history. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
No, it's not a win-win.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're Mexicans, however you look at it. What's crazy is most teachers have to come up with their own lesson plan all the time. Like a lot of teachers have to come up with their own lesson plan, and you kind of have to be creative. So this lady just
was really creative.
Man, it's like,
you know, her husband was in the background. You know, she's like, "Oh, I got to create this lesson plan, and it's history. I want to do some little extra." And he's all like, "Yeah, sell them, sell all the slaves, put a price tag on them, and make them do math."
I love your optimism because I don't feel like anybody would ever be married to somebody like that. This lady's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably got 15 cats.
At least. And a trench coat to throw them out of. 15
cats and an old historical book about the Civil War that she keeps in a glass case. One day, when Trump changes America, we'll be able to break this book out again.
Exactly.
Appreciate the real heroes. You know? This lady's crazy. You know what? I just figured out what her backup plan would have been. All right, if they're not cool about the slave pricing, maybe we can move on to stealing land from Native Americans. What would you value the land at? It's a land value problem, right?
Yeah.
It's mathematical, you know.
And history.
Right. And history.
Well, Miss Spanato, if I recall correctly, the land was free because we stole it.
Yeah, but the value of it.
You can't put a price on freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh my God! Okay.
So we found a way to make it funny.
All right, it took some finagling.
Yes, it did. It took 2 parts. a second attempt
It's
for
like
sure.
approaching it, going away for a couple of days, processing it, and coming back to the table with fresh takes.
Yes, yes,
God.
exactly.
Yeah.
So speaking of horrible ideas from females, woman pranks her husband by saving boxes from Amazon for 6 months. Stacks the box. So we showed you the picture before.
Yeah.
Stacks all these boxes in front. I like the idea.
Yeah,
It's funny.
It
you know?
is. But God, that must
It's kind of a corny prank, though.
It
It
is.
is.
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. It is. That's exactly
Do you
like, really?
think-
I mean,
Me personally, I would have a heart attack though if that happened to me. I'd be like, "What did
a
she
lot
order?"
of Amazon boxes.
But on the other end, it's usually me ordering a bunch of shit on
there you
Amazon
go.
and her freaking out like, "What's in the cart now?"
Yeah. Don't be mad.
it
But I
was a
used-
lot of boxes, too.
Yeah, but I usually just press save for later. You know?
That's a lot of
I
boxes,
wanted
too.
to give back to the community, so I used your credit card.
Hers is linked to some charity that she does, so that it's a win-win, right? Again.
You know what would have really been a better prank? If it was a bunch of U-Haul boxes.
Oh,
God.
Like,
Oh,
I'm leaving.
okay,
I'm
yeah.
out of here. Like a U-Haul, a bunch of boxes.
or just his shit on the front lawn.
Neighbors are taking it and shit.
Or just
Free to good
or
home.
Just put, just put all the boxes and in a U-Haul, and then like one of his shirts or something outside. So he's like, "What the fuck is
Label
what
it.
is going on here?"
This
Label
is
it, too.
elaborate.
Yeah.
She was going for free-ish with her boxes. Now we're renting U-Haul trucks.
You just label the boxes assholes pants. Assholes shoes.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I saw a pretty funny little picture on social media today. Somebody's girlfriend made an ugly sweater, and she put pictures of all of his exes on it, and it said "ho ho ho," like with all of the pictures of his exes. Pretty fucked up, dude. Those poor ladies. They have no
That's a
idea.
good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
it is.
That was awesome, man.
People walking by, they're trying to look up these
Yeah.
people, the photos, Google imaging the fucking
Right.
picture.
Where are the hoes at? Where are these hoes?
So did they do him wrong, or was he just being funny?
It was
Or
she.
both.
Yeah.
Oh,
The girlfriend did that.
Yeah.
Tanisha?
Yeah.
The girlfriend did that.
The girlfriend did that.
or him.
Apparently, he was okay with it because he took a picture and posted it. It was pretty good.
It's kind of like this one.
That's why I love you, baby. You're
terrible,
so funny.
terrible placement.
Exactly.
Yes, that's exactly like it is. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's good placement.
Oh, that's good, dude.
We're just burning through this right now.
That's cool.
Scott's
No, okay,
not here
we
killing
did have,
time.
We did have one though with the pranks.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the? I guess
The best prank.
Yes,
Best prank you've ever pulled off.
Oh shit! I don't think I had one really. It was shit. I put shit in a bag and lit it on fire.
Yeah. You did the old poop on the porch.
Yeah. I didn't go and shit on a porch. It was poop on the porch. Yeah.
that's what
Classic.
Scott thought you did. He pooped on the porch.
Oh my god.
Mine was I had when I was obviously younger.
Yeah.
I have a twin brother, so we would switch classes and girlfriends.
Yeah, rape. They didn't know it was somebody else. That's not very consensual, Albert. I'm teasing.
I was young.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
young.
well.
We were just kids screwing around, selling slaves.
What about yours?
So I remember the story I shared with you guys was when I was about 14. I was staying with my mom. She was on drugs pretty bad, so we were living in a drug house. It gets better. It gets funny. So we were living in a drug house, right? And my cousin, who was like 17 at the time, had come over to visit me. We had this really cool bond. And my dad had given me this tape recorder so I could play music on it. And it was like a 4-track tape recorder. And we figured out that if we recorded something and then hit play and fast forward at the same time, it would actually slow it down to half speed. So we figured out that our voices would sound like adults' voices, completely different voices. So So we spent about 30 or 40 minutes recording fake police officers having a conversation about doing a sting operation on the house. And we're doing things like, suspect Shauna McFarland, she's in the room. There appear to be 2 children in the living room, yada, yada. You know, like just like this back and forth, like they're surveying the house. So we record all this, and we're like giggling and laughing. We go out, and my mom was in the bedroom with her boyfriend. You know, they were probably doing drugs or whatever. I love you, Mom. Merry Christmas. But,
good slide.
Oh, she'll vouch for the story. Yeah. She'll tell you it's true. And so we put the tape recorder by the window because those windows had bars on them because we were in a bad neighborhood. So we were able to lean it up against the window, and we turned it on, and we ran in the house giggling, waiting for my mom to run out. Like, what the fuck is going on? And like an hour goes by, and we don't hear anything. And I'm like, what? Do you think the batteries went dead or something? Maybe they can't hear it, you know? So we went out to get the tape recorder, and we go out there, and my mom and her boyfriend have like removed the blinds from the window, and they're like looking, they're trying to find where these voices are coming from in a panic. And so we start dying laughing. They look out the window and see us laughing, and my mom's like, "You little shits!" She got so mad. That's not funny.
Yeah, that's
yes,
hilarious.
Yes, it is. That's what makes the prank great. They were so like frightened and like tripping out. That's what it's supposed to be, man. Don't worry, the real cops aren't here. Hopefully they didn't flush like a bunch of drugs.
Oh.
Get rid of them.
I wonder if she did. Do you think she would admit to it if you asked her?
She probably would. Yeah, she's pretty cool about that. Dude, that's not even the only time I've ever done that to somebody for a prank. Like,
no fucking way.
I'm not even kidding, dude. So
no way.
We had these whenever I was like 16 years old. We had these 2 twins who are drug dealers, like our weed dealers.
Oh, Albert. Okay.
Right. Yeah, Albert and his brother. Hey, I get it. It makes sense. So, like, they were really just horrible drug dealers. Like, they were always really sketchy and, like, flaky and would never show up and, like, would give you shit with a bunch of seeds in it, and then like so they're.
You're describing
like,
Albert and his brother to a T. This is crazy.
Step it
You had
up,
an alternate
buddy.
life, dude.
Yeah, I guess all drug dealers are like that. If you think about it. There's never I've never met like a super reliable professional drug dealer.
Yeah.
Been, like, prompt and like courteous. You know?
That's always the problem with them. They're never on time. And it's always short. Or you
I'm in Texas right now, so
I'll be there. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Hey, I'll be
So what happened with these guys?
So it had been so long since we had bought any drugs from them, they didn't remember who I was. And I remember a couple of times I'd even called them to get weed, and they were like, they set up the whole deal, and then they go, "Wait, who is this?" So I'm like, you don't. You
It's
just,
the
like,
FBI.
Yeah, you just arranged a whole drug deal, and you didn't even know who the fuck I am. Like, whoa. So I go, hey, I'm like, let's fuck with these guys, right? I'm like, they're not going to remember who I am.
This is the smartest fucking thing ever.
So I'm like, let's just call them, and like, I know that they're just going to set up a deal and not know who I am, right? So I call them, and I'm like, I want to get like a gram of whatever, and he's like, yeah, like I don't have anything, and I go, I mean an eighth, like because a gram is too little, right? And he's like, okay, like I can do an eighth. I'm like, fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know? He's like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so when can I come pick up this illegal marijuana? And he's like, wait a minute, who is this? And like, I had it on speakerphone. We were recording it. I don't know what happened to the recording, but we're all like giggling, right? And I'm like, it's me, Bob. And he's like, I don't know any fucking Bob. And I'm like, yeah, well, you just set up a whole drug deal with me for some illegal marijuana. And he's like, no, I said I didn't have any. I don't have any. And I'm like, sir, you just said that you had an eighth of illegal marijuana. You gave me a price of $50. Like, I'm coming over to your house right now. And then I told him his own address, and I'm like, that's where you're at, right? And you've got this car parked out front. And he's like, no, don't come over. And I'm like, yep, this is the place. Go ahead and pull over right here. We're coming up to the window right now. And they fucking hung up, and we were just dying laughing. And I'm like, I wonder if they like flush their drugs.
That had to be a part-time gig. That's his part-time gig. There's no way a real drug dealer would be like, oh shit.
They were so awful at drug
No wonder he's late. He's fucking dumb.
Yeah. They're just dumb. They smoke themselves retarded.
Right, oh shit, man. They're coming through the chimney now.
It's a good thing there's two of us, because I'd be really lost. So you can help me.
Oh god, that's crazy, man.
Good old pranks, man.
I know that we talked about last time Trump as Thanos.
Yeah.
The White House team. I don't get it.
We
got all silent. That guy just killed it.
He's a psycho. He's a narcissistic
yes, a narcissist
psychopath.
for sure. And his team is following suit for sure.
At least he has high self-esteem.
Yeah. So, well, there's recent news now. I don't like to get in politics or anything like that, but I mean, he's impeached now, and like, so is he not eating peaches? What does it mean? You know, what does it mean? Absolutely nothing, right?
No, I think not. I think doesn't like the Senate still has to vote or something like that?
They got to do something.
So one thing I think is for sure, he can't get reelected. So he's not even going to be able to go race, which is huge relief.
Yeah, somebody knew's coming.
Right, he can't get reelected. They're in the process of removing him from office now.
Yeah,
the impeachment was passed, and then it has to go to trial where they can remove him from office.
Okay, there you
so.
go.
But it's kind of scary. He's still in office right now, and he knows he's going out. Yeah. So it's kind of like...
Is he going to throw a tantrum like a child?
Is he going to go out with a bang?
Yeah. Are we going to get weed legal before he bolts? Like, what's he going to do? Is he going to be popular, or is he going to be fucking the scumbag? Is he going to
start a nuclear war?
Yeah, right.
You know?
So he can still press the button.
I guess. Is it that's what we were talking about. Is it a button? Is it an app? Are they gonna let him...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's an app by now. I mean, they got all this technology. It's got to be something.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, to do it on an app, that'd be too easy.
Yeah.
The Apocalypse Now app.
Well, no, like if it's like an Apple phone, I mean, I'm sure sometimes it won't recognize his face. Hey, you need a thumbprint to unlock the button your face print.
You're too orange.
Yeah.
That's not you.
God damn it, this app keeps freezing. I'm trying to destroy the world here. I'm going to call Sprint my provider.
That's his first problem.
And he's got a Sprint.
That's how I know the world will never come to a nuclear end, because none of the providers that deal with all of our wireless shit, our connectivity, like, it'll never be able to successfully be pulled off. Everything's going to be freezing and lagging, and it's like the White House uses T-Mobile.
If the cell phone networks can't get it right, neither will Skynet.
Yeah. What service provider is is NATO using for all that shit? I'm wondering who's got that contract. Right? It's just some private contractor, probably.
It's got to be all the companies together. Like, we'll just put all our bandwidths
together
at the same time. So instead of 5G, you now have 15G.
10G, 15G.
Yeah, you have triple OG. Triple OG connection, man.
Triple OG connection.
Yes. Here's one thing. We were talking about connections and their 5G and wires, or, well, I would assume it'd be wires with 5G and wireless networks. Wires with wireless networks. Yeah. Well, you know how paperless is paper, it's still paper, right? So it makes sense, I guess. Do you think that there's internet cables that go along the seabed to, like, for the World Wide Web to hit like another country?
Probably. I mean, they do. They have pipelines that go under the sea.
Yeah,
they have,
I would think so
tunnels
too. Yeah.
for cars to drive.
I know that's not funny, but it's just a curious thought that just hit me.
Sure, man. How old are those wires? And I'd feel bad for the guy that has to replace them.
I'm sure he gets paid a lot of money though.
Yeah,
deep side, and those deep sea welders, they get paid shit tons of money.
Man,
that shit's dangerous too, though.
Yeah,
pretty bad.
How does electricity work underwater?
You die.
So does everything around you.
Oh god!
You ever jump in the ocean and get shocked? That's the welder in the water.
All the fish are dead. Somebody dropped a hairdryer in the ocean. So we're already killing everything. Again.
There's a couple more fish.
Do you think like the companies that that had the BP oil spill and like all the garbage and shit? Do you think there's some kind of inside jokes between these companies? It's like, at least we didn't do the BP oil spill. Am I right? Those guys, their faces are probably red. Like,
You know they have those jokes at the golf course.
yeah. I would eat your wife's mashed potatoes, but she spills gravy all over them, suffocating.
Just like that BP oil spill.
Must run in the family. You dick. Hey, man, all I'm saying is at least I never killed any penguins. You know? You gotta sleep with that, man. That's not good.
That's in your conscience right there.
Mm-hmm. I just make the dish soap that cleans up after your shit. You know?
That's hilarious. So one thing that we did really like was Ice Cube bringing back Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yes. That
I'm
sounds
excited for
amazing.
this.
I'm very excited for that.
So we wanted Trump, and then who was Trump facing? Nancy Pelosi.
Yes.
But he had already fought too, remember?
Yeah,
He had fought. Who did he fight? The King.
Don King.
Don King.
Don King.
The King. I think Don King would agree with that statement.
The
He's like,
King.
yes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
King.
Yeah, that's me.
Whoa, here comes Elvis out of left field.
There you go, Elvis and Don King.
Elvis and Don King.
Don King's got to defend his belt.
Yeah.
Or did Trump win that? I'm pretty sure Trump won. He paid for him to win.
Ooh, you know what would be a really good matchup? Snoop Dogg versus a mumble rapper.
Oh, yeah.
I think I know who the winner would be on that one, unfortunately.
Obviously.
I would like to see Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart tag team against someone else.
Okay. Yeah, was Martha Stewart in it last time?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. I want to see why not. She was popular then too. Or she was in jail. One of the two.
Man, those two should fuck, I think. I think Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart should hook up.
So you're making the assumption they haven't.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't
Yeah.
think they have?
Yeah.
I think that Snoop Dogg's wife would be okay with that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think she wouldn't have a choice. It's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, right.
Do what I want.
Yeah, he's
I
like
can do what I want.
or leave.
I do what I
don't
whistle.
care.
I dizzle what I whistle.
I do what I whiz out.
Yeah.
Well, now that Ice Cube's there, I'm pretty sure he'll probably have most of his, he'll have Dr. Dre starring, Snoop Dogg.
Easy.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, sure.
From the dead. Zombie fights.
Right?
He'll probably do the
Zombies are in now because of Call of Duty. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
He'll probably do the whole crew
Yeah.
all together.
Oh, it'd be like a 5-on-5 or
Yeah.
something like that. This sounds like porno.
Yeah. Or like a
Wrong
wrestling
celebrity
match.
death match.
Yeah.
What's the big wrestling match where everybody they do
Royal Rumble.
yes,
Yeah.
Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble.
Maybe they could do a celebrity.
Were you a big fan of wrestling back when you were a kid?
Not a big fan. I'm familiar with it. I remember the old school
Yeah.
wrestlers.
Yeah, me too. I was
But,
a big fan when Hulk Hogan was
Yeah.
Randy Macho Man, Jimmy Fly Snuka.
I got Hulk Hogan's
the
second
Million
era when he was in the NWO and,
Oh no, I didn't get. See,
and
I
Steve
was already-
Austin was in there, the
yeah.
1-2-3 kid. Like, dude, I was
didn't see
all
those.
about it.
I wasn't. that
Steve
was
Austin
before
was
that.
my favorite wrestler.
He's still
is, yeah.
he's still one of my favorites. If you follow his content, like
Who's this?
Steve Austin.
Oh, Steve Austin?
Yeah, he's still such a badass.
Yep.
But a badass in flip flops.
Mankind, Kane and the
Yes,
Undertaker, Sting.
See, I was already out by that time.
By that time,
Yeah, I didn't really see those. I saw. I was
The Big
more than
Show.
WWF.
Yeah.
WWF.
Well, but the Big Show brought he brought that reminiscence of Andre the Giant
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
I used to watch Under the Giant.
Yeah,
I'm Under the Giant and Hulk Hogan. Oh man,
dude,
that's
do you
great.
guys think you could ever drink with Andre the Giant?
No.
No.
I've heard stories about that dude.
Really?
He drank an insane amount because he's so large.
Yeah, man.
So, for him, I think he drank, I don't even know what the number
12,
is.
24. Like his
Like
lunch
nothing.
would be, one drink itself would be a 12-pack.
Well, he had 30 beers. From what I remember, the story that was told to me was he had 30 gigantic beers
Yeah.
in a 2-hour setting. And that was normal. for him.
Mark's like, that's normal.
Yeah. Oh, dude, when I first started drinking, it was bad. So I can see that. I still don't think I could keep up with Andre the Giant,
Yeah.
but
You're like, no, it's still pretty bad, but I got a better control.
I got a little bit more of a control of it.
I
Yeah.
know how bad it is.
No, it's so bad, but
Self-aware.
Well, I come from a place, Wisconsin, where it's a second job.
Yeah.
It's not, it's essentially a part of life. It's not it's not.
What was
deal.
the point that made you realize, oh shit, I better cut back on this?
Having kids?
Yeah. You just woke up from a hangover and there were kids there.
Yeah, I think I went one. Well, oh shit!
How old are you?
Drinking. I have kids.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was married.
Oh my god.
I thought I was still 21.
Where did my hair go? Is somebody pranking me?
Who shaved my head? And this carrot up my butt. Who put that in?
Yeah, I think just over time, it just slowly gradually. I'm just like,
Dude,
I'm tired of the hangovers.
check this out. So talking about like waking up from a hangover, shaved head, kids, like,
no.
what's going on, right?
Yeah.
There's actually a video online of these people who pranked their buddy who had like a severe drinking problem, and he already had 2 DUIs. And so one night he got real fucked up and he was going to drive, but he passed out. So they all came up with this crazy plan. They put him in a fake hospital room.
Oh,
After
I
he-
think I've seen
yeah.
this video.
Oh, I haven't
Oh my
seen
god.
that.
After he blacked out drunk, they put him in like a hospital bed and gown. And he woke up in this fake hospital room, and they told him that he had been in a coma for 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell.
They said, you had too much to drink, you tried to drive, you got in a car accident, you've been in a coma for 10 years. And then they had a TV with fake news on it, like from 10 years into the future. And he's like, where's my daughter? He's like, I want to see my daughter. And it was so fucked up. So then his buddy comes in dressed up as a doctor, and he's like, the doctor's like, yeah, blah, 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 you got this. And then the doctor just starts punching him. He's like, you stupid motherfucker. And the guy doesn't know what's going on. And then
He's still delirious and hungover
Like,
from
why is
all
this
the
doctor
alcohol.
punching me? And then he finds out that it's his best friend. And he's like, I told you not to drink and drive.
That's fucked up and hilarious.
That's a good lesson right there, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
They were planning this though.
Yeah,
let's
sure.
be serious. We're like, no, we're gonna get him super fucked up. He's gonna pass out, and then we're gonna do this.
Yeah, and then we're going to make him think that his whole life is over, basically.
He's been gone for the past 10 years.
Ooh, talk about a wake-up call.
God.
His daughter is 10 years older.
Oh, my God. That's
His
crazy,
wife
dude.
probably has fucked so
gone.
many dudes.
At least she's like, I'm no longer in love anymore. I
Yeah.
waited. I waited.
I waited for the first year, and that was it.
Yeah, I had to take a black one.
Babe. You've thought about this before.
You've planned this before, too, haven't
Yeah.
you?
He's like, that's why I quit drinking.
Can't do this anymore. Just intimidated.
Oh, man. You were a vegetable. I had to get some new dick. I can't blame you for that one.
No, yeah, right.
But where's my daughter?
Can you guys just like pump Viagra into him by needle? No. I just want to try one more time
Yeah.
in the hospital.
Now you know how
Would
it
that be
feels.
that'd be rape, right?
They're married. I don't know.
I don't know if that's...
That's a gray line. Still, there needs to be some consent there somewhere.
Oh my God.
Nod your head so I can help you, says the genie from Aladdin.
She said it was okay. We already had a verbal agreement before this.
We put it in writing.
Yeah.
If one of us gets in a coma,
Yeah.
we need to have sex with each other so we can try to have a baby.
Yeah, she said if I ever get comatose, just go ahead and go at it. You know, whatever you got to do to fulfill your needs.
Here's her thumbprint. She put it on there, I swear. We signed in blood. It's a blood pact.
It's a blood pipe.
Speaking of blood, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Morty. Oh, this was my favorite part of the whole last
Yes.
the whole last episode.
That
yes.
you can't understand because of the audio. Yeah, so they're making Pringles, or Pringles is making a Rick and Morty Pickle Rick flavor.
Yes.
I'm excited because I like dill. You're not a fan of pickles.
I'm not a fan of pickles, but the chips are fine.
Oh, you like dill?
Yeah.
You like dill chips? Oh, I
Those
didn't
are
know that.
fine.
Oh.
It's just not.
I'm learning something new from you.
Yes.
So I love the pickle chips. I've had dill chips before.
Yeah.
Super tasty. But I think I have like a different palate than most people. I really love sea salt and vinegar chips. Those are my top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's your top.
I've only just recently
I like
grown
those too,
to sea salt and vinegar.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, my man. It's kind of like maturing as a man and enjoying sipping whiskey and like sea salt and
that's
vinegar
true.
chips. You know,
Yeah.
stogie.
Sipping whiskey, eating sea salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's classy. So at the cigar bar, they need to have salt and vinegar chips.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yes, or at any bar, I will buy those. Yeah, if I'm telling you right now, if bars started selling sea salt and vinegar chips, my tab would probably double. I'd be buying them.
I
for
think
people.
we're creating a business plan right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Why
What's
not?
the name of the bar? What do we name it?
Chips. Chips.
We might get confused because we don't have the Dales,
Yeah.
but
So
chips and dills.
Yeah.
So Pringles has
Chippendales.
screaming
Chippendales.
Chip and dills. yes.
Chippendales.
Oh yeah, Chippendales.
Yeah.
So Pringles has screaming dill pickles flavor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are they just gonna rewrap it,
Yeah.
or are they gonna do a whole new for?
Well,
They're gonna have to rewrap. I mean, once you have the pickle Rick
I know.
chips, nobody's gonna want to buy the other ones.
exactly. Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is, so
They already have a dill flavored chip.
yeah. So are they just gonna
Just rebranding it.
yes?
The ones that are already produced on the
Yes.
shelf.
Well, not only on the shelf, but even moving forward, or are they gonna create a whole new chip just for this?
I bet it's the same chip with the pickle
with
Rick
the
label.
brand.
Yeah.
Well, they're just rebranding it then.
Yeah.
This really tastes like Rick. It's got that Rick flavor to it.
It tastes
I thought it was gonna
tastes
be
like
the dill
alcohol
pickle
and
flavor.
bad decisions.
Yeah, it's a little bit of pickle and Rick's jizz.
Oh.
Pickle Rick chips.
What we made mention to of like summer? I can't remember.
Oh, the Protect Summer, the
Yes.
spaceship thing. Oh man.
Oh, we did. We talked about like favorite episodes. and
Favorite
things like that.
episodes of Rick and Morty.
So they with this brand of dill pickle chips that they're gonna make, they need to do a Costco version so they can have like a Kirkland brand of pickle Ricks.
But if
Pickle Morty's.
Yeah.
It's the off-brand.
but if it's
It's
a
a
Kirkland
sadder version of it.
That smokes and shit, just like the Kirkland brand Mr. Meeseeks. By far, like I'm a huge fan of Mr. Meeseeks, but the Kirkland brand Mr. Meeseeks, it has like just he's my favorite now.
What? There's a Kirkland brand Mr. Meeseeks?
Oh shit, I'm spoiling stuff. Oh, keep watching the new season. It's hilarious.
All right, Chris. Chris is doing a show right now, but Leslie, if you're watching this, we need to plan out. I'm coming over to your guys' house, and you're going to show me the other episodes. We're going to binge watch. Yes. How many episodes are out right now? I only watched the first two.
5, I think. Yeah,
All five are
five
out?
of the new one, yeah.
Ooh, we got 3 episodes to watch
I still gotta
tonight.
see
Yes.
4 and 5.
Yeah, dude. It's this last episode that just came out was awesome.
Oh, the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I've seen it.
this season so far has so much fascism, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
where
Nazi
he's-
references.
Right.
Yes,
I remember that.
dude. They have gone like all in on these Nazi references. It's hilarious.
I remember
He's like, holy shit!
because every time Rick would die, he
Yes.
would be reborn in a
Oh,
different
yeah.
universe, and it would always be fascist.
It's that same
Yeah.
episode though.
Yeah.
If you've seen that episode, you've seen the Kirkland brand Mr. Meeseeks. Rewatch that episode again.
Oh, I gotta
I have
rewatch,
to rewatch
that.
it.
Yeah,
myself to
I've
look
seen
at it.
that.
There's a
episode,
lot
too.
of little Easter eggs in these
Yeah.
episodes. So.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part. I saw that one too.
Yeah,
Where
he's like,
he's
oh
like
no, he
covering
took
it
all my Mr.
different,
Meeseeks
yeah.
boxes. All they're left are these Kirkland brand ones. And then the fucking Mr. Meeseeks sitting there smoking a cigarette.
I
don't
do
mean to
remember
read
that now. Yeah, I do remember that.
He was a red one.
Yeah.
It's by far my favorite. I can't get over that. I can't get over that. I'm like, dude, that is Kirkland right there.
All they had was these Kroger brand.
Yeah,
Mr.
Kroger.
Meeseeks.
Oh, those ones are on meth.
Oh, the great value ones.
No, those are the meth ones.
Yeah,
The Kroger ones are on Coke.
Yeah, great value is the best.
Kroger ones, no, Kroger ones are on heroin. Best value is on meth. Yeah. And I don't even know who would be the crack rock of those brands. Dollar store.
So it's supposed to be coming out during the Super Bowl, I guess.
Okay.
It's already announced. Just let it
Yeah, I
go,
know.
dude. Just bring it out.
I'm definitely buying a can of those Pringles.
Oh, I guarantee they sell out immediately.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get that for my buddy as a birthday gift.
There
I
you
don't know.
go.
It seems
Yes.
like Pringles seems like a shitty birthday gift, but Pickle Rick Pringles, I don't know.
They're going to be collectors. He
Pretty-
can't open it, so you got to get him
Yeah,
two. You got to
pretty
get him two.
thoughtful,
One he
right?
can
Yeah.
eat, and then one he can save, because
Save.
those things are going to be worth some money.
And then like once the nuclear war happens,
yeah.
and he'll have those Pickle Rick Pringles sitting on his shelf. He'll open them. He'll give some to his kid who's never had a potato chip before.
He puts it in a
Yeah.
fucking time machine.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
These are chips. Back before the big boom happened and everything went away, we used to have lots of these.
They were everywhere.
God.
What the fuck was
Next
that?
to the Twinkies.
There was a movie about the end of the world where it's like some guy and his daughter. And they're-
With Tom
that the-
Cruise?
no,
Denzel
no.
Washington
No,
one?
it was like some unknown actors.
Oh.
But they're basically trying to get to the ocean because they heard like that there's life out there, or like people are still surviving out there. So along the way, they have to hide from people who are trying to kill them and eat them and shit like that. And they find this bunker.
Legendary Man? Legend Man?
No, I can't remember what it was called, but it's very like everything's dead in the future after nuclear war, and right.
Okay.
So they find like this bunker, and in the bunker they find like soup and soda pops, and he like opens a soda and shares it with his daughter, and she's like, "What is this?"
This is amazing.
Soda.
Oh,
We-
my teeth
yeah.
just fell
We
out.
had lots of these back in the day.
Does
in the day.
does soda last that long though?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
You
no,
think
I
so?
mean,
It's like a canned
unopened,
good, you know?
unopened. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Coca-Cola will clean your toilet, so maybe. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I think
There's
soda's
corn syrup in it.
So a lot of canned goods are like non-perishables as long as
Yeah.
they stay within the can, and I
Yeah.
think soda is probably the closest non-perishable liquid that we have. Like
Yeah.
if you don't open
Wow.
it, so
Wow, I didn't know that.
yeah.
I just wouldn't think soda would last that long. Like, because you let soda sit for a while, and then like there's the water, and then there's the soda, and it's like a mix.
Oh, but you're talking about
But
when you
it-
open it.
yeah, it's already open.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
already open.
if you pour it in a cup and then just let it sit for a while,
Yeah.
like days. I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
it separates.
But because, but then again,
Sounds like if you had to drink many of those. You're like, trust me, they don't taste good. But
Yeah, it's totally flat.
Yeah.
If there's a different level of flat, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just not flat.
it's indented.
Yeah.
Not even flat. It's reverse.
Oh,
But yeah, I think that and like alcohol,
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, I know.
doesn't go bad.
I know like lemon juice doesn't go bad either.
Honey doesn't go bad,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
yeah.
and that's naturally made too, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
It's delicious. I don't know why that needs to be on this podcast. Oh, you got to show us this.
Yes, so I'm trying to pull it up now.
You
Just to make
finally got the beef, you guys.
Yeah,
Now
so-
we can.
just so we can kind of reiterate it, which if you're listening to our show, you know of the beef. Paco from Yeah About That called our amigo Scott Sean on purpose accidentally. Like, I knew it was coming. Everybody knew it was coming but Scott. And it was hilarious when it happened. And he got sour and didn't want to do another show after that happened because we were recording different shows in our studio. Our show and then Local Trash and then Yeah About That and things like that. So it was just like a podcast day that we were doing.
Sorry.
So Scott goes by Sean. At some point, we made promos for Yeah About That, and I had asked Scott to make a promo calling Paco Pablo. Yeah, so it's kind of like gained some momentum. Our cohorts at Local Trash Santiago accidentally let a Pablo slip, and I've narrowed it down finally so we can listen to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's start some shit.
Let's start some
You guys
shit.
ready?
Yeah, so I'm gonna play.
And like we said, with the whole mainstream sound.
So this is Joe audio of
I
Yeah
really
About That.
think that Chameleonaire, on like part of the album, had some freedom
It's
with
about 30
it,
seconds
and then
more.
part of it he didn't. So like you can kind of like divide the album almost in half or in thirds, and you can kind of see where his influence was there versus the mainstream. So we should move into the next, I guess, the next criteria that we're going to talk about here, which is going to be the beats. So, Paco, why don't you go ahead and start off this one, the beats. What do you think about the beats on this album?
I don't know. I'm going to say it. Okay, I don't care if I catch heat for this. I think the first half of the album, maybe the first 4 songs, the beats weren't that great, and I know they were like the radio hits and things like that. That's just for my part. I think as the album progresses, the beats just get more better. There, that's what I said, and I'll give it an overall
So
3.
this is Paco. obviously.
Santiago?
I agree with Pablo. I'm sorry.
All right, man. Okay, buddy. I hear you.
All right, buddy. Fuck you.
Yes.
Fuck you very much.
We get it.
Ah.
So
There was that beef.
yes.
You told him to do that?
No, we
No,
did. We didn't
that
tell
one-
Santiago. Did that
Yeah.
happen naturally?
Yeah. It
which
slipped.
is funny.
Yeah.
But we told Scott to make a promo. I don't know if I still have it or not. No,
No,
I
yeah.
probably it's in the thing. We told Scott to make a
Make a
promo
promo.
to call him Pablo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then they
hilarious.
would put on their podcast.
Yeah, on their podcast,
Play
which they
off
did.
of
They
it.
did. They played it. It was hilarious when they did. But
That's great.
the beef still goes
I
on.
love how offended he gets because he called him Pablo, but it's like, dude, you're only like 1 letter away from Pablo. Take it so personal.
Well, what's funny is come this weekend, we all are getting together at the Tamale Festival in Somerton. So we're going to see this kind of unfold live on Facebook while we're doing our audio, things like that, and see just, where it goes.
Are you guys going to get any like free tamales for doing this? They're gonna,
Oh, that's a
Okay.
good question. I'm going to eat tamales. I will. I'm more than happy to
There's a
pay
lot
for
of
that. I don't care about
there's
free
a lot
or
of
not.
vendors. There's
Yeah.
going to be. There's a big stage where they have a tamale eating contest.
Yeah.
It's not even about the contest at that point. It's just
No.
about free tamales.
Let me ask you this.
Why are
This
there
is
no enchilada eating contests?
this is actually pretty controversial in our little world of
Very.
podcasting. Would you or have you ever put sour cream on your tamale?
No, I've never put sour cream on a tamale. I've never even thought of that. That doesn't.
I don't think anybody has, Mark.
I have.
Yeah,
I don't
you-
think it's
you-
bad. I don't think
No.
it sounds bad.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I personally don't like sour cream at all.
Well, you're not a cream guy.
Yeah.
You're not a dairy.
Are you a cream guy, Mark?
If it's white and tastes sour,
Put it in my mouth.
yeah, put it in my mouth. Well, like I said earlier, I'm from Wisconsin, so if I could add cheese to things or sour cream, absolutely doing it.
Yeah. Not me.
I'm just accustomed to like adding sour cream to like tacos and things like that. However, carne asada burrito, do not. I refuse to put sour cream on that.
Why?
I don't know. It's just I've never had a carne asada burrito with sour cream.
And you don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
You know, I've never.
I
really
love sour. I love carne asada too much
much
to
too.
just taint
to
it.
taint the flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has its own flavor. You don't
Yeah,
want to
I
mask
agree.
it.
No.
you
I
know?
agree.
I never really was a sour cream guy
Yeah.
until I had a chimichanga from this place, and like they made it with sour cream and cheese and guac, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa,
This is good.
this is actually really good. Kind of like my experience with drugs. You know? It's like,
Wow.
yeah.
I've never tried it, but I
Yeah.
did, and then I was surprisingly
For the longest time, my whole life, probably about 30 years,
okay.
I've always been adamantly against drugs. Right? I'm like,
Okay.
drugs are for losers. The DARE program had me convinced, right? Drugs are for losers. These things will kill you. They'll melt your
Ronald
brain.
Reagan had me
Yeah.
The Dare Tiger
Yeah.
is like fucking his.
Then I was like, I was
Holster
with my
wallets.
buddies. I was with my friends who I trust immensely, and they're like, no. Like, they're good. You should try some. I was like, all right, I trust you guys. You're my friends. You wouldn't steer me wrong. And I was like, I tried them. I was like, whoa. No wonder everybody does these. These are so good. thank you guys so much for opening my eyes. Like, you've changed my life.
So, would you consider yourself you were straight edge then forever, or you just were against drugs? Like,
Straight edge, like I did. I drank alcohol and I smoked weed, but other than that, I was pretty like against any other
anything else?
stimulants.
Okay.
You know,
You're like, I don't want the hard shit.
yeah, and like especially with my upbringing, like the childhood I had, like
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of my family members, really
Get sucked
get
in.
addicted to drugs. But I'm talking about like bad shit, like fucking.
Would you say you have an addictive personality or no?
I don't think I do where I'm at now in life. I think if I would have tried drugs in my 20s, I probably would have gotten addicted to something.
Okay.
I've had a history of having an addictive personality.
Okay.
But I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and I feel pretty comfortable and balanced, and I feel like I can have control over whatever I do.
Dude, that sounds zen as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
So what did you do to get to that level?
It's just a lot of different things happened. Like a lot of things came into place to get me where I am today. Just like life, you know, you never know where it takes you. Yep. But you know, when I started dating, one of my exes, when we started dating,
Before you added her to the shirt,
right. Okay. Before I added her to the shirt, no, it would be love, like all the girls, they love them. So what happened was we were in an open relationship. So she was teaching me all these things about how to have like healthy boundaries, how to listen to your partner, how to, like not get jealous, to have compersion, to not like focus on jealousy because jealousy comes from insecurities, and how to like confront your insecurities and have difficult conversations. Okay. So I was like, whoa, like this is all really cool. I want to like learn how to be in an open relationship because I want to date other people. I want you to date other people. I want us to be happy. I want to have fun. You know, like we went and did a bunch of crazy shit, and then from there, like we started going to couples counseling, like couples therapy. And then I really liked the therapy. I was like, whoa, I really like therapy. I can really say how I'm feeling. I can really ask somebody, hey, like I had this weird thought, like, is that healthy? You know, I kind of want to change. What I realized was that therapy is really a powerful, useful tool on how to change your behavior. Yeah. And
wow. Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of things. Well, I had a lot of things. I still do. But I had a lot of things within my behavior that I wasn't really okay with, but it was just kind of like built into me from, things that I had learned from toxic people or how I was raised or whatever.
Yeah, childhood.
Yeah, just bad things that I had learned. And that's like, I had these patterns and these things that I was doing that I wasn't very happy with. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, I can change that? Yeah. I can change myself?
It opened your eyes to that.
Yeah. So that's then cool. I started like learning about, how to control my emotions, how to like be zen and happy, how to be balanced, how to like not let people piss me off, how to think clearly, just things like that. And I really love it. And I just took it and ran with it.
That's good.
And so like,
that's really good.
Yeah, I just want to be in control, you know?
That's good, being in control.
Control of yourself.
Yes, exactly.
It's not that you need to be in control of everything.
But also, when you learn that stuff, you learn how to treat people better. Because a lot of the time when you're upset, or you have these bad tendencies, you like project onto people, or you like attack people because you feel insecure or like you feel bad. So you're like, oh, I feel bad, so fuck you, fuck you. But you start to realize that it's all internal. Every problem that you have can really be solved internally.
Right.
So I've learned,
therapy helped you realize that.
Fuck yeah.
That's good.
Therapy helped me to learn what boundaries were and how to apply them, and why if you have weak boundaries, you feel really shitty a lot because you're constantly letting people trample your boundaries and like cross boundaries and disrespect you. And then you're like, I fucking hate these people, but it's really not them, it's you, man. Like you're not setting boundaries, you know?
Actually tell them. Yeah. No, this is my boundary. This is whatever. You have. Yeah, I get it. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah,
Albert, we need to go to therapy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
That's good,
go
man.
to therapy. It's super useful.
Yeah.
I don't let people fuck with my emotions anymore.
That's
good.
That's
good.
That's really
good. Yes, I mean, you need that in your life, dude.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Or fuck them.
Yeah. Some people just go the fuck 'em route.
Yeah.
Like, fuck 'em. I'm like, nah, this person's got problems, but I tried to be as cool as I could with them, but they got to stay out of my life now.
Yeah, exactly.
Deal with their shit,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool, man. That was very zen, too.
like
Thanks,
that.
dude.
Why don't you, if you could, tell us where you're going to be, especially through the holiday season, the new year, and then if you want to drop all your social media stuff and
Sure,
go
for
from
sure.
there, we wind it down.
So we plugged at the beginning of the show. I'm going to be doing hosting the last Castaway show of the year, the A Very Castaway Christmas at Allwyn House tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7. You can get tickets at allwynhouse.org for $8, or it's $12 at the door. Come check it out. It's going to be a fucking dope show. Super fun Christmas time. Adults, don't bring the kids. There's going to be a lot of really, really dirty stuff going on. So. And then
Bad Santa.
yes, I'll be at Off the Cuff on Saturday the 21st out in Glendale. The show's called The Night Out in Glendale. It's produced by Reese Munoz. Super funny dude, cool dude. I'm glad he's producing shows now. He's super, super awesome. And then I think those are my last 2 shows of the year. So I actually just booked a couple of shows at Laughs Comedy Club in Tucson for July today.
Nice.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'll be hosting there in July. I love that club so much. So.
Nice.
And then if you want to check out wherever I'm going to be or what shows I'm producing, you can go to my website, derekmcfarland.me. I have all my shows up there. I have everything that I'm producing or performing on. So you can check that out and follow me. And then all my social media is connected to it. So, you know, it's just all basically Derek McFarland at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So it's just my name.
Okay.
Awesome.
You can look me up. I'm pretty recognizable. I have glasses.
So, this is one of our last episodes of the year. Why don't you, if you have one, give us like what's a goal for 2020 for Derek McFarland?
Oh yes, I remember. So my goal is to perform in Europe.
Yes,
Yeah, I want to do comedy in Europe.
Nice.
Planning a trip to Germany to visit some family. Hopefully in February. I'm going to try to save up. I'm going to need to save up a couple $1,000 to cover my rent, the flight, spending money, all that shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
My hope is to perform in Europe, maybe meet some hot European chicks.
Awesome.
There we go.
That would be freaking
Gotta hook
awesome.
up overseas.
And you just
Gotta hook up overseas.
you gotta tell us also
Yeah.
like when you kill somebody there, how much it costs,
Yeah.
what the experience was it thrilling, things like
Honestly, the comedy is important, but if I don't hook up with some chick in Europe,
Yeah,
at
you
least a
have to.
one-night stand, I think
Yeah.
I'm going to be pretty disappointed.
You have to, man.
I mean, when in Rome, right?
Yeah,
When do you ever
yeah.
need to say that for real?
Yeah, exactly.
that. But Germany's known for killing people. So when in Rome,
I'll go to France. I don't mind hairy chicks. I don't mind.
Have you researched the local comedy over there? Yes.
I haven't researched it. I did put out a post where I was like, does anybody have any connections in Europe
Yeah.
Okay,
that can
cool.
help me out? Because it's always about connections.
Yeah.
So I did have a few people message me names and like contacts.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
I have them saved in my phone, so when I'm ready and like it's gonna actually happen, I'll start reaching out to
Yep,
people.
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
dude, I think you'll kill over there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, that's the thing too. The Europeans, regardless of what everybody says, they love Americans.
Yeah.
So if you can go over there and make them laugh.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
you're
especially
gonna
if you
fucking
can make them
kill,
laugh.
dude. You're gonna kill.
I just hope my shit's relatable in Europe,
Oh,
It
yeah,
has, like
true.
local
Oh, that's
references.
Just tell the mom story.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just do like the old, like having sex with old ladies bits. And stuff like that, yeah.
Well, I greatly appreciate that you made the trek back out to redo
Awesome.
this
Thanks,
since
man.
we screwed the audio up completely. I screwed the audio up. It's not everybody else. But thank you for that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, man.
yeah, let's wind it down.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Thanks.
so much for letting me come
Thanks,
do
bud.
this.
Appreciate
I really
it.
actually thoroughly enjoy doing
Awesome.
this.
Thank
Yeah,
you, man. We
absolutely.
definitely enjoy it.
Merry Christmas, you guys. If I don't see you, Happy New Year. And
you go.
it's going to be a pretty fucking awesome time.
Tomorrow night,
The
huh?
next couple weeks are going to be pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That is awesome. All right. Hell yeah. That was good.
Some jerks. Oh, shit, yeah, a whole bunch of comments. Yuck. Started calling me Migos, and I love it. Veronica Nava. Nice. Thank you, sir. I don't know. That's a good question.
talking about, Bob.
Yeah. And then she prayed. Oh, dang it.
I'm actually gonna be my date for the Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So maybe she heard me talking about,
Yeah.
maybe
It was towards the end.
sour cream. I don't
It
know.
was towards the end? So, yeah. Then that's probably what it was.
I guess it.
Oh, I just started following you guys and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
Oh, yeah.